The word GitKon with some copperplate calligraphy. Now, for the sake of this video, we are going to use a permanent marker to make our letters. However, if you have a pencil, that'll do the job just fine. And hey, if you're super fancy and you have a drawing nib with some ink, then you can go for something a lot more crafty. But in our case, I figure most of us probably either have a pencil or a permanent marker. I'll use a permanent marker just because it shows up better here on the video. Definitely though, the pencil does have the ability for you to kind of customize the weights. So you can go the weight of because when you're making your letters, you can make certain parts heavier than other parts, which then lets you kind of have that nice effect. One drawback to using permanent marker is that you kind of lose some of that unless you have a special type of calligraphy marker. But this should still show you the job of how to make the G, the I, the T, the K, the O, and the N. So that's what we're gonna do. Go through the G. We'll start with the letter G. So, by the way, GitKon 2022 is happening October, starting on the 11th up to the 13th. It's free. Feel free to drop by. And we're gonna start by making the letter G. So the thing about, this was inspired by copperplate calligraphy. So the rule is that you can make any letter with just a combination of different strokes. And so there's a number of strokes that you can make. There's the letter O, which is kind of the foundation for P, for G in our case. And then you also have this stroke right here, which is the foundation for letters like J, for P. And this is actually a combination of a different couple strokes. But then you combine them together to make the letter G. So let's just practice real quick. And I'll do a couple O's. So you kind of start up from the top, kind of heavier on the left side, and then as you come up, you kind of lighten the load a bit. If you had a pencil, or if you have a drawing nib, then definitely you can, add way more weight. Kind of as you draw down, it's a lot heavier. And then you lighten the weight as you come up. And that's how you kind of get that stylized look. And then this grid paper that I'm using is actually something I drew. I have it somewhere around here is a link to, if you want to print this out and try it out for yourself. Basically, these lines are at 55 degree angle, which kind of gives you that little slant that makes the writing look pretty good. So that's kind of what you want. You want to make an O shape with a heavier left side, and it has a bit of a slant going to it. So that's how the O looks. And then we'll go down here and kind of make this J looking stroke. So in our case, you're going to come down in a straight line, and then you make a loop and then come up, and there you go. So we'll do that again. Come down, make a loop, a little lighter on that side. So heavy coming down, and then lighten up, and there you go. So that's how you make that stroke. So now we're just going to combine this to make the letter G. So we'll make the G in GitKon. I'll start right here. We'll make that O, the O part first, and then down we go. All right. So let's try that again. I think I made this little stem a little too high, so we'll go like here. There we go. All right. That's looking like a G. So let's do another one. I'll go a little further out. Heavy here, up we go. And then strong down, lighten up as we come up. And there you go. You start to have the G in GitKon. So I'll do one more for good sake, or for good measure. Here we go, up we come. And then strong coming down, lighten up as we come up. And there you go. We have our lowercase g. Now let's move on to the letter I. So the I is actually one of the easiest strokes you can make. So it's a combination of these two. I was kind of practicing as I was going through, but you make a slant coming up, just like that. And this is also meant to be very light. So if this is meant to be light pressure, permanent marker is indiscriminate when it comes to recognizing weights. But if you do it with a pencil, it should be much easier to see as you go up. Make it really light coming up. And then the other stroke is kind of making almost like a backwards J. And it's meant to be a strong coming down and then lightly come up. So this is, as you kind of see here, I was kind of experimenting and practicing I was going up. But again, strong coming down and then lighten up as you come up, and then add your dot. And so to make the eye in GitKon, we're gonna do a little stroke up, strong coming down, up we go again, and add the dots. Light going up, strong coming down, make a U shape, dot. And then one, we'll do two more. So here's one. There we go, and then we'll do another one. All right, see, I'm getting better as we go along too, so not too bad. All right, so that's the I in GitKon. So we've done the G, we've done the I. The T is very similar, super, super similar. So again, you're doing little stroke up, and again, this is meant to be, I think I can go a little higher, so that's probably, let's go a little higher as we do that. Maybe a little, there we go, a little lilt. And then for similar to the I, you just start a little bit higher for this second part. So we're gonna go just above these lines, and there you go. Kind of like a cane. It does come up a bit, so here we go. There we go. So, and then you add the T, the cross right here at these guiding lines. So let's try that. So I'm gonna do that again. So here we go. We'll go just like this. So we'll come up and then down, and here's where we'll do our T. I think I might have gone a little too high there, so let me try again. So come up, they like it a little shorter. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I was going a little too high here. So here's how it should look. Up, there we go. Try again. I can do a little better lilt here. So up, just above the cross, make a U, and finish with a T. I'm gonna do one more. So up we go, just above the cross, do a little U, and there's your T. Okay, so that's the G-I-T, Git. Okay, now we come to this is probably the newest one for me. I haven't practiced this one too much, but this is the K. So the way that this stroke is broken down is that you wanna first do these little lilts that we've been doing, these little strokes up. I think there's a name for this. And then the second part is to kind of go up the line and then down. So there we go. I think this is up, kind of like you're making almost like you're making a cursive K. There's a lot of similarities there. So let's try that one more time. Up we go. Okay. And then there's like this little R part here that we'll just do it together. So it's like you're making a little R with a little loop. So make a little R, a little loop. And then I think I can be light as I go on this. Okay. And then we just put it all together. So here we go. Again, this is the newest letter for me. So I think we go up. Oh, you know what? I think it's like this. Yep, it's like this. And then up we go, make a little R, and there's your K. Okay. Yeah. All right, let's do it again. So up we go, and then down, and then we make a little R, a little loop. All right, one more. Let's see. Let's wrangle this in together. Okay, here we go. So up we go. I think we like to do a little R. Down, then, okay. This one on my end needs more practice for sure. I am not an expert yet, but I will get there. Down, up, make a little R. Okay, so that's the K. We'll come back. That's definitely one that I'll have to work on. And then, so that's Git, and then the K, and then we need the O. I bet I have it just behind here. I do. All right. So GitKon. So we already have been doing the O as part of making the G. So that one again, you just want a heavier left side and lighten up as you go up. You probably can't tell too much any distinguishment there, but heavy on the left. Let me try a little bit here. Lighter up on top. Heavy as coming down, lighten up coming up. That one's not my best. Let's do another one. All right, and one more. Okay. Okay, N's kind of fun. So N is 2 strokes. It's first this little hook. So I'll use this guiding line here. Kind of make a little backwards cane. So a little backwards cane, a little backwards cane, a little backwards cane, backwards cane. All right. And then the other part is kind of like this loop that you do. So I'm gonna start, we'll do it like this, yes. Whoop. But I know the actual N is much tighter than this. Let me see if I can tighten this up a bit. And it's heavier going down and lighter going up. Again, the permanent marker kind of doesn't really respect my weights here, but let's try it again. So here, we'll put it all together. Loop coming down, there we go. Yeah, that's much better. So here's how I'll do it. I'll make the loop, and then here we go, up. That's better. So here we go again, make the little cane, and then up around, up we go again. Yep, it's not too bad. Okay, so that's N. So we've done GITKON. Now we're gonna try to put that all together and spell GitKon. Now here is where I'm also learning. This is where I combine my cursive with my recent strokes, but the idea is we'll draw each of our strokes and then connect them together. So first, let's do our G. So our G is like making an O. And we'll pick up our pen, and then up we go. We'll do it like that. So that's our I. We'll come back and dot it later. Let's finish, this is our T, and then we're gonna go into O again. So here we go, T, and then make our O. All right, pick up our pen, and then we go, oh, I forgot the K. Well, there we go, there's Gitto. Let's try again with the GitKon. All right, here we go. Let's try it again. So good practice. Make our O, and then here we go. All right, picking up our pen, go into the T, come on down, Git, and then here we go up again. Now we'll make the K. There we go. Yep. Make a little R. Doop, 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 doop. Here's where I'll make the O. It probably should have been better connected. And then we'll do our, there we go. All right, GitKon. Definitely my K needs the most work, but hopefully you now have an idea for how to spell GitKon using something that looks a lot like copperplate calligraphy. Hope you enjoyed this, y'all, and we hope to see you at GitKon 2022.